All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is an exciting day to be alive. Why? Because we got all this stuff right here to go on the 4runner, and I am stoked. The Prinsu rack is here. I bought a light bar used. Those are quick disconnects for a rooftop tent, and then look over there. That is the Alpha Tough Stuff Overland rooftop tent with condensation mat, anti-condensation mat, that is. So that's what we have ahead of us today. I'm a little concerned about the packaging that the Prinsu showed up in. It's I don't know what's going on with that. That's a little bit concerning. Hopefully everything's there and everything's in good order, but we're going to break it open, see what's in there. The other day I took most of my roof rack off, took off the bars and light bar that I had. I was going to do a time lapse of it and wound up taking a time lapse photo instead of video by accident. So y'all are just going to have to use your imagination on that, but we're going to pop those cross rails off here in a little bit. But we're going to bust into this Prinsu box and make sure everything's in order with it first. Okay, so let's break down what we got. Looks like everything's in order. Packaging was bad, but everything's where it should be. So we got the two rails. We got the wind deflector with the cutout for the light bar, the noise reduction trim. We got a total of 10 crossbars. I know this one is the one that the wind deflector hooks up to in the front, and then you got 9 others. The hardware to put the wind deflector on. This is actual mounting hardware to the existing bolts in the top of the 4runner. Crossbar hardware here to hold them to the side rails. This looks like it's just more of that, I think. It's not even labeled. These are just an accessory tie down for holding stuff down. Got some thread locker, and these are the pieces in the front that support the front that you don't drill in, they just stick to the roof. So it does not come with any instructions, but I've watched a bunch of videos on YouTube already, so I feel pretty confident about what needs to be done. So I just need to get to it. So I'm going to start putting the crossbars in place. I'm going to build it first and then mount it up on the roof instead of trying to build it up there. So I've seen people do it both ways, but I think it'd be better to go this way with it. So that's what we're going to try and shoot for. All right, so we're going to start by taking these wind deflector pieces and getting that started. We are going to put these in first. Looks like we need 5 on each side. I'll put the noise reduction trim on next. Alright, I'm going to hold off on trimming that for now. I'm going to get these nuts centered up a little more where they need to be. All right, so I've gotten the the wind reduction trim on. I put the wind fairing on the bar, and I've mounted it to these front two. Now I've started playing with the light bar, trying to figure out what I need to do to make it work. And this particular light bar is just slightly wider than the cutout. So I'm gonna have to trim it back just a little bit on both sides, get myself a little bit more room. And then I've altered it, changed this up. Obviously, this screw used to be here, and this screw used to go in here in that hole. But I'm going to go down to just one screw to mount it, and mount it like that, and it's going to mount right there. But I want it to slide behind here, so I'm going to notch this out so it will slide behind this piece. I was thinking about just cutting it right off, but I think I'll notch it and notch this so that it can go behind there, and then that's kind of going to be what the finished product is going to look, kind of something like that, except it's going to sit up a little bit further. That's where the bolt needs to be, but it's going to go back in there, kind of like that. Okay, so I have marked what I need to cut on here to get it to slide behind the wind fairing. I'm going to try and cut it off. We'll see how it goes. Don't make fun of the iAir Pro. It was all I could find. It's better than nothing. All right, here we go. I could cut off, and then I measured the light bar from here to here, and it wound up being 3/8 of an inch I needed to trim off of each side. So I marked it with this and scribed it out with a nail. Gotta admit, it's a little scarier cutting into my brand new $900 rack. But here we go. The light bar done. That's the finished product. I'm really happy with it. I trimmed it up. I had to modify these brackets quite a bit to make them work, but there's everything fitting on. It's all bolted down, ready to go, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. So now I'm going to put the rest of the crossbars on, and then I've got all the bars mounted, and the next thing to do is to take off the factory rails and set this up on the 4runner. All right, so the next step is to take these crossbars off. You got to take these plastic covers off, so what you need is a screwdriver, something to protect your paint, and there's 4 little tabs. I'll show you on this one. I've already taken off. Here are your tabs, here, 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 and here. So that's what you're trying to break loose. That first one's right in here. Just gotta get under it and kind of pull it out. There you go. Heard it pop loose. Come right in there. Now those two, and then these just kind of fold back in the other ones. So we're gonna take all 4 of those off and take all these 8 bolts out, and then they'll come right off. All right, so now that the roof rails are off, the factory ones, we've got these holes right here, and then Prinsu gives us these spacers to put it down here, and they want you to silicone around that really good before you put those in to prevent any leaking. So I've cleaned the area up, and I'm just going to generously apply the silicone Found that hole. And stick the spacer on top of it. So we gotta do that 8 times. And then we're ready to set the rack on. Alright, now that we got the rack on, I'm just putting some silicone around the top of these. This might be kind of unnecessary, but just trying to keep this as sealed off as possible, because the last thing we want is the car to leak. Put that on. Alright, so now we got a little Loctite on there. I'm going to put some silicone around the washer. Get that lock nut on there too. There we go. So I'll get all of them started in, not tighten all the way down, so I'll get the rack all centered up. Alright, so what I did, I left the bolts loose, and I've measured from here to here, that distance on both sides, made sure that it was the same, so that it was centered up. And now I'm going to tighten down the back bolts, and then I'll see what I need to do to make sure that the front is centered as well. Alright, so here's the difference between the no drill and the drill rack. Is this little piece right here. Instead of having a bracket you got to drill a hole in to attach, these guys just go down the frame and you cut the weather stripping out of the way, and then they have a little adhesive patch that you put on the bottom. You stick it in there and it bolts in right here. This is where it actually goes. And I found that to put it here to mark the location of where to cut the weather stripping, I had to take the bolts off of this crossbar to lift it up. I'm assuming once I cut the weather stripping, that will go far enough down that will allow this to go back where it needs to. But I'm going to mark the weather stripping, cut it out, put that sticky piece on the bottom, stick it in place, and then put the 2 bolts in here, and hopefully that'll drop back down and go back into place. Alright, so I got everything bolted down, got these in place on both sides, and got the light bar wired up. There it is, all complete. Now stay tuned for part 2, where we are going to mount these 4runner quick attach tent mounts onto the new Tough Stuff Alpha tent. So that's the next video. Check it out too. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe.